Race 1 in Moto2. Away they go, and it looks like Alonso Lopez has got a great start. Tulovic gets a bit of a wheelie on into turn 1. He holds the lead, goes deep into turn 2. The defense.
Good launch for Norrodin. Good launch for Tiger Harder as well. He's made it 1 position. On the Mastercamp VR46 bike, just went skywards and then backwards. Where's he dropped all the way down to? 14th. Bad start as well for Sam Wilford. Then onto the straight for the first time. Number 21 it is that still leads ahead of.
Down into turn 6 for the first time. Alonso Lopez getting the start he needed. Raised a few alarm bells. No jump starts for any of the riders, so that's good news then. And you can already see Lopez just starting to pull curve out again. Norrodin trying to go with the two Boscagueros. He did this in Aragon, if we remember, a few weeks ago. He managed to stick with Lopez in the opening couple of stages and then just started to fade backwards. So Norrodin going great guns in the opening stages once again. Oh, Lopez just keeping it off the green there. So did Aldeguer as they come through. Turns 10. Turns 11 and 12. Past our commentary box and into turn 13, the Jorge Lorenzo corner. It's going to be Lopez gets there nice. Alonso Lopez then, who leads the way. A couple of seconds back to Firmin Aldeguer, so they're right in touch. Yeah, so these three then. Lopez, though, Tulovic might just need an extra lap or two to pick up to the pace that they're already trying to push. But certainly, good showing from Norrodin once again, as you do say, did this last time out in Aragon. Tiger Harder is just blocking up Carter loose a tiny bit hard because they're all so close on pace to catch anything in Moto2, but it still does help to be tucked in behind anyway. Easily done. Oh, who's that down? Is that looks like it's Norrodin? No. Oh, just as we were saying. Yeah, it is down at Norrodin. Damn. Unlucky there for Adam Norrodin down at turn 6. I assume it's what we see so often down. Absolutely awesome. Aldeguer rounds the Jorge Lorenzo corner, no issues whatsoever. Gets tucked in behind the bubble. Celebrates with his team. Crosses the line for his 9th win in a row. 9 out of 9 for Firmin Aldeguer. Final results then. Firmin Aldeguer wins once again in the Moto2 European Championship. Lopez finishes second with Tulovic. 3rd place. Cardalus, Kevin Kubo rounded out the top 5 with Tiger Harder, Sam Wilford and Dimas Ekipatara battling well as we saw in the race. Piotr Biersakurski finished 9th place, 34 seconds back in the lead with Mateo Rato. Alex Skrieg, the Super Stock 600 2021 champion, finished 11th with Toledo, Diego Perez, Sander Krotze and Andrei Vostacek completing the points. Gonzalez and Verdugo there in 16th and 17th place respectively. Kevin August, Nicholas Chris Scheiber, Joel Borboom, Leon August finished a lap down. Manozzi pulling into pit lane and then eventually finishing the race with Paz, Rychek and Norrodin all unable. For Alonso Lopez, not so good getaway for Firmin Aldeguer. Is he going to hold on to P2 into turn 1? I think he is. Tulovic's got a bit of a better start than he did in the opening race of the day. And it's as you were for the top 3 with Tiger Harder making his way through to 4th place into 3rd place at turn 2. A strong start then for the Japanese rider Tiger Harder, but it's Alonso leading Aldeguer. Great start for Tiger Harder. It's going to be, well, it could be commiserations for the other guys behind him, though, because if it repeats itself from race 1, Tiger Harder in the early laps didn't quite have the pace of those front runners. So already then it looks as though the two Boscagueros have got half a second on everyone else. And Alonso Lopez at the front is doing what he needs to do. He's just got to hope that some other people can get in the mix behind him. Chasing the pack. We'll find out shortly, but it's going to be interesting to see how Alonso Lopez, before Aldeguer finishes second, between Norrodin and Tiger Harder there. That's cost them a lot of time. Yeah, as I was saying, is he going to try and back his teammates up in hope that Aldeguer makes some sort of mistake? I mean, you would say it's kind of the only thing he can do, but it's a very, very risky strategy. Yeah. Because if he does that, and then Aldeguer gets better than, I think he was 14th across the stripe, lap 1 in race 1. Has just cost the riders behind Tulovic, Harder and Cardalus, a little bit of time. So Tulovic has got a bit to go with the 2 leaders. Cardalus just running it a little bit wide there. It's getting busy in the opening. It's a long race though, 16 again. Alonso Lopez just getting it a little bit out of shape there into the Pedrosa corner, but I think he's stopped it and parted it to the apex, and no such dramas so far. Yeah, I thought for a second that Cardalus was maybe going to do a similar sort of thing. He was snaking his way down into turn with Tiger Harder. He's just
well, he's that cork in the bottle, isn't he? Oh, that's a big crash for someone in the background. Not too sure who that was, but they're going to finally going to win a race.
Alonso Lopez wins the race for the first time this season, but Fermin Aldeguer is your 2020-21 20-chip title winner in 2021. And Alonso Lopez, a deserved victory, a first of the season. Aldeguer pushed him all the way, but it's the title for Fermin Aldeguer. It's a win.
And here we go.
Fantastic from Fermin Aldeguer throughout the season.
Yeah, superb stuff then from Alonso Lopez to finally take that race victory he's been craving so much. Half a second it was in the end from champion 2021 Fermin Aldeguer. Lukas Tulovic, another fine third from Cardelus, Harder, Norrodin, Kubo, Wilford and Dimas Eki-Britama rounding out your top 9. 10th place was Alex Toledo, another good ride from him. Piotr Dyshakursi in 11th from Mattia Rato. McKinley Carl Paz. And then your stock 600 runners, Alex Screed, once again the cream of the crop in those guys from Gonzalez and Vostertek on the podium, with Kevin Orgies just missing out there in 4th and 17th overall. Verdugo, Chiba, Joel Boraboom, Philip Rehak.
Here's the championship standings then, and 245 points out, possible 250 hands Fermin Aldeguer the title. Alonso Lopez gets his first win of the season. He'll finish second in the championship. Lukas Tulovic consolidates 3rd place ahead of the final round of the season. Cardelus is 4th, Norrodin 5th. Sam Wilford is 6th for the British rider. Matteo Rato in 7th. Dimas Eki and Toledo bringing up the top 9. Tiger Harder is 10th ahead of Kubo, Biesikerski, Zeti and Ishikura. McKinley Kyle Paz, LH View and Andy Verdoya are in the top 17. Joel Borbom, Oscar Gutierrez, Jan Mertens, Luis Verdugo, Jeremy Burnett, Diego Perez and Mark Luna are the remaining point scorers so far in